Today we are here to talk about 3 products that have become essential in our businesses. That's HAZER, Gopher and ePort. We have now developed telematic solutions to cover 360 of businesses. Gopher covers passenger transportation, ePort covers cargo, HAZER covers everything else. These solutions bring everything our customers has been asking us for the past years. I would like to welcome to stage Yasintha Vithanage, Chief Technology Officer of Cloud IP.
HAZER is our new solution, but before that I want to tell a small story. In maybe 30, 40, probably 70 years ago, there was no HAZER, so people in mines, this was the main requirement, that there were gases that will probably, before they detect this gadget, that you put this bird into this gadget and then they keep it in the mine so that this bird detects if there is any gas and before the people, and then they can get out of it and save their lives. So this bird, this gadget is HAZER today. So we decided that we'll call it, this bird's name is a canary called HAZE. So we named the product HAZER because the future of this gadget is HAZER, which can do a lot of various sensors and application monitoring.
So HAZER is designed to monitor hundreds of different sensors. It could be simple sensor like humidity or temperature, or it could be some complex machinery in your production line. So HAZER can bring all this information onto one interface from different sources, from devices or from other platforms, and users can visualize them in web applications or native mobile applications.
HAZER comes in actually, once we developed HAZER, it can do anything. So when it is anything, it's so broad. So when you apply to customer, it's not very customer friendly because it's too broad. So then we came up with another version of it called HAZER Specific, which you can monitor your water tank, single application. So it is like a purpose-built application for anything, that one thing that you want to monitor, like your energy monitoring, your water tank monitoring, your fuel tank monitoring. So one application. So once these single applications that you may have put together, it becomes HAZER Premium. So HAZER is available as a single application, or it is available as a multiple device monitoring application.
Right. So let's look at some key highlights. So we have the dashboards. Dashboards are mainly to monitor the information from various sensors or the equipment, like humidity, temperature, or diesel generators, or it could be some like machine which monitors production of a sand mine. So the widgets can be customized with predefined thresholds to identify different conditions. So it will change its colors to different color based on the received information from an equipment or from a specific sensor. So it will make it easier for the operators to understand on the monitoring panel, either on web or mobile, whether it's in right condition, or if it if it has some problem, it will change the color, so they can immediately pay attention to this particular section of the warehouse or the production machinery. So then this is a closer look. So you can see we have red one, probably it's out of the range, and then we have a door, it's closed, so it's green, so something like this. And we have the insights board. So this is a really nice feature. So this actually to monitor performance of your production line, or to understand how your temperature is behaving in your warehouse or your freezer containers. So it could be actually used to monitor the fleet telematics, to monitor the driving behavior or the mileage statistics. So the the beauty here is the data, the dashboard, the widgets you can design on your own. So you just need to decide what information is critical for your business, and you can create the widgets to visualize this information on Insights board. So you don't have to really run reports. It actually updates real time, and you get to see this information either on mobile or on web application. So this is a closer look. So you can see this is for an example of water dispensers for last 12 hours, and then daily mileage of a vehicle, and the water fillings, and then stats for last 5 days for a vehicle. You get the kilometers and the fuel. So these can be customized to monitor different applications as per your requirement. And then we have the alerts and notifications. So the HAZER monitors all the parameters from different sensors or the machine, so it could be a vehicle even. So then you can send notifications to identify anomalies, and then it can send notifications to relevant people who are responsible to take care of this facility or the asset, to notify them via email, SMS, or the push notification. And we also have the integration with Telegram, so you can send it to Telegram application as well. And then we have real-time charts. So this is important for the engineers or the technical teams to monitor the equipment, how it's behaving, and you get to see all this information real-time as it's received from the sensor to the platform. So the engineers can monitor this and then identify if there had been a problem, or if it's the pattern is could create some problem. So they can act on this immediately in advance to reduce downtime of the production machinery or a generator, some appliance that they are monitoring. So let's look at some use cases. So this particular use case from South America, and we work with a partner from Germany and South America to design this solution. So this particular city in South America, the households do not have the regular water supply from the government, so they need to buy it from a private a supplier who would bring water in tanks, and then they refill to the household tanks. So it's important for the house owners to know how much water in the tank, and then before it becomes too low, they need to call the supplier and order. Otherwise, it will disrupt their daily life. So. The challenge was, this particular country, as you understand from that, they don't have regular water supply. They have very, they wanted something very economical and robust. So what our partner did was, they did not want to rely on GSM providers because it's going to add more cost to the subscribers. So they decided to go with LoRaWAN. So this is a nice technology so they installed 2 gateways on 80-meter towers in the city, and they could cover about 15 kilometers of the city. This is what you see in the map below. And then they installed the water level sensors in the tanks, and these LoRaWAN sensors can go up to about 10-15 years, so you don't have to attend to replacing the battery or maintenance work, so it brings down the running costs. So then it gives the water supply company the view of all their subscribers, and they can see who has water and then who should be, which tank should be refilled. So when they get a notification, they can go and refill, and also the house owners get a notification when the water level is too low, so they can call the supplier and all the tanks. So this is really nice solution. I really like it. And so this is some statistics from these guys. So actually these guys can analyze this data and then look at the behavior of the water consumption of the city in large scale.
This is a temperature, the pharmaceutical temperature monitoring, a well-known company in Sri Lanka. We have installed sensors in their storage in shelf level. So all this shelf level, we know like HAZER will show the different temperatures of each shelf because different medicines require different levels of temperature. So we set thresholds, like if this icon will get red if it is out of range, and within the range it will be green, and you can put several colors based on the, so that as you look at it, you can see all the storage and where the what's the temperature is. So everything that you see in red are like out of range. So here, like you can see, most of the sensors are out of range. So this is some top management has to know. So this is a good condition that everybody should use and know and get alerted. And also this can give the company can see all shelves, but you can easily share to their customers only their shelves. So they can just monitor their shelves and see, even customer can see if the company is maintaining their temperature levels properly the way they want. So that, and also they can get a history of this to see how it has been performing over time. So, so this solution really provides the real-time and historical data to manage the situation.
So our next use case from Europe, to be more specific, it's from Denmark. So this company is a electrical equipment supplier to large events like musical events or like sports events and so on. So they have about 100 generators across Denmark, and each generator should be monitored closely to reduce the maintenance of the generator to reduce the possible downtimes and so on, and also to see the location of these generators. So this customer actually contacted us because in Denmark they're shutting down 3G and 2G networks, so their existing platform cannot be upgraded. So when they contacted us, they already had bought the IoT devices. So luckily HAZER supports almost any telematics device, and we within about 2 days we managed to connect all these devices with a new script, each generator would send about 50 different parameters. As you can see, it can send fuel level, and then they have external fuel tank if it's too large, about 1,000 liters, and the oil pressure, apparent power, the voltage of each line, and the frequency, the location, the hour meter, and battery, and so on. So it's about altogether about 5,000 different parameters from 100 different generators, and also it can send different fault codes. So we had to set up, we had to detect all these fault codes, and then if a generator triggers one of these fault codes, we need to immediately send it to the person who's responsible to look at this problem and fix it. So this notification are sent to the engineering department, and then they know what the fault is, so they can immediately, before it becomes a big problem, they can immediately go with the right equipment and fix this problem. And also they need to monitor they needed to service the generators before it overdue, so they monitor the number of running hours and also the number of days, frequency of the days that it should be serviced. So whenever it's approaching the next service based on engine hours, so based on the days, it would send a reminder to the particular engineer who's responsible to monitor this particular generator, and he can dispatch his team to, he can find the location, and then he can dispatch his team to monitor this. And also they use a geofencing to make sure that generators they have fixed are not moving. As well as they monitor the fuel, so if that's full fresh, and also they monitor the consumption. So based on this, they charge their customers, and also they need to find if there was any theft or something, so they can investigate on this. So this is what it looks like. So, and the other requirement was when these generators are rented out, they have to give a login to the customer, their customer. So when their customer rented this generator, they can share only the required generators with the read-only view. So the external party won't be able to make any changes, so edit these the parameters that the generator owners have set, but they can monitor these sensors, and once it's the renting period is over, they can simply unshare and disable the user.
went one.
It's,
And now you must be thinking that HAZER is for like huge projects and big companies. No, it's not actually. HAZER is, this is how this is at home, how I monitor my water level in my water tank. This keeps a track of my water level and its temperature, and I can see it on my mobile app, and it says how the water was used and how water got filled over the week, last 7 days. And also with HAZER, I monitor my vehicle, and so I know where my car is and where my driver is at the right time, and then I don't have to call him because I know exactly what time he's going to come, because it's so easy to and handy to see on phone, and it will give alerts when it reach home. It will just give me a little click that I know now car has got home, so I can go out and go get in. So
I hope you are paying the subscription on time. I need to check with you.
thank you for reminding.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, you have seen everything. The product was so great that even this clicker in their hands wanted to show you the slides twice, thrice, and everything. So you've seen the presentation for like about 5 times, I think, right? So it's totally market-driven, and I think it will be a great business tool for any business. For example, like yours, and yours. Yes, find us after the event. We'll give you a free trial. That's good.